Machilipatnam was once one of the East Coast great port cities. Today, that legacy is rising again on the Bay of Bengal. A port with a legacy. Machilipatnam, historically known as Bandar, was once an important port city on India's east coast. For centuries, this shoreline connected India to distant markets, carrying textiles, crafts and trade across the Bay of Bengal. It was a gateway to trade routes across Asia and beyond. Over time, the maritime rhythm faded. The port's prominence declined and the city slowly stepped away from the center of trade. But the coastline never lost its identity. And now that identity is returning in a new form. A new chapter begins. At Manginapudi, along the Bay of Bengal in Krishna district, the Machilipatnam Greenfield port is rising as a modern deep-sea gateway. This is not a reconstruction of the old port. It is a new port built to revive Machilipatnam's maritime role for a new era of trade and logistics. The project is being executed by MEIL Group for the Andhra Pradesh Maritime Board. Spread across over 2,000 acres, the port is being developed as a major infrastructure asset for Andhra Pradesh and the eastern coastline. A strategic gateway. At the heart of this project is location. Machilipatnam sits on a strategic stretch of the Bay of Bengal, midway along India's east coast. That gives it an important role in cargo movement, export growth and industrial development across the region. It strengthens Andhra Pradesh logistic network and adds a new maritime link to India's east coast trade system. With 4 berths in phase 1 and a capacity of around 35 million tons a year, the port is being built for scale, movement and the future. Building against the sea. But creating a port here is not just about land and cargo. It is about confronting the sea itself. To protect the harbour, engineers have constructed a 2075 meters south breakwater and a 250 meters north breakwater. These are not ordinary walls. They are the port shielded against waves, storms and the rough forces of the Bay of Bengal. The breakwaters are reinforced with multi-layer rock armour and more than 37,440 7-ton tetrapods and 5,531 8-ton tetrapods built to withstand the force of the sea. Together, these massive structures are designed to stabilize the harbour and keep operations safe over the long term. Then came the work below the water and below the ground. More than 1.67 crore cubic meters of dredging are being carried out in the maneuvering areas and harbour basin. On land, over 76 lakh cubic meters of excavation and more than 50 lakh cubic meters of reclamation are reshaping the coastline into usable port land. To strengthen that reclaimed ground, engineers are installing over 1 crore prefabricated vertical drains, turning soft coastal soil into a stable foundation for heavy infrastructure. A workforce from across India. Behind this transformation is a large workforce drawn from across India. Engineers, technicians, operators, supervisors and site workers are all part of building the port day by day. This is where infrastructure becomes human. Every shift carries safety, discipline and precision. Every completed structure reflects not just machinery but teamwork. And every safe work hour matters, especially on a project of this scale. In financial year 25-26, the project has already recorded 9 million safe man hours, a reminder that progress and safety must move together.
मेरा नाम संकल्प साहनी है। मैं यूपी के रहने वाला हूँ। मैं हाइड्र ऑपरेटर हूँ और मैं काफ़ी दिनों से हाइड्र चलाता हूँ। यहाँ हाइड्र चलाने में भी कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, सैलरी टाइम से मिलता है, यहाँ खाना भी बहुत अच्छा मिलता है।
చాలా మంది అదర్ స్టేట్ లో వర్క్ చేయడానికి బయటికి వెళ్తున్నారు। నాకు ఈ మెగా కంపెనీ ద్వారా లోకల్ లోనే ఉద్యోగం పొందే అవకాశం లభించింది।
मेरा नाम उपेंद्र पासवान है। मैं रहने वाले बिहार से हूँ। पोर्ट पे काम करता हूँ और पैसे उसे अच्छा मिल रहा। मेरे बच्चे उच्चे जो भी है अच्छा खासा खा पी रहा, सही है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है।
What it means for people. For local communities, the port represents more than cargo movement. It represents opportunity. A port brings roads, warehouses, transport activity, business support and new demand for services. It can create jobs directly at the site and indirectly across the region through supply chains, logistics and trade-linked industries. It also reconnects Machilipatnam with its own history. What was once a famous trading center is now being shaped into a modern logistics hub. That makes this project more than infrastructure. It makes it a revival story. With planned highway connectivity and future rail links, the port is being connected not just to the sea but to the wider economy.
నా పేరు వినయ్ బాబు అండి. మాది మంగినపూడి మచిలీపట్నం, ఇదే ఊరు. ప్రాజెక్టు ద్వారా మచిలీపట్నంకి ఇప్పుడు డెవలప్మెంట్ అనేది చాలా కనబడుతుంది.
ఇప్పుడు ఈ యొక్క పోర్ట్ ద్వారా 4 లైన్ 6 లైన్ ద్వారా ఇంకేంటంటే ఇంకా ట్రావెలింగ్ గురించి కానీ ఇంకా జర్నీ గురించి కానీ ఇంకా ఫాస్ట్గా స్పీడ్గా రావడానికి ఇక ట్రావెలింగ్ జరుగుతుంది.
From legacy to logistics, Machilipatnam is building more than a port. It is restoring a maritime identity, strengthening the East Coast economy and opening a new chapter for Andhra Pradesh. From a historic trading shore to a modern Greenfield gateway, this is the story of return. Machilipatnam is not only changing the map of Andhra Pradesh, it is reopening a chapter that the sea once wrote.